Hello once again. Hey, it's Dan here in Virginia. Today I thought I'd give you an overview of my latest acquisition. What you see in front of you is called a turbo timber, a 1.5 millimeter airplane. It's very similar to the Maule in size, and I suspect in flying characteristics also, although I haven't flown it yet. So it's pretty easy build. There's no glue, bolted all together. Some things about this plane that are different from the Maule is that they finally got some metal gear servos. These are all metal gear digital servos, which should be much better than those cheap things that they put in the Maule. Also, this plane, this is the stock prop. This is an 11 by 7.5 three-bladed prop that came with the plane. So I don't see any reason I'll be changing props on this plane. You can see I painted the tips. You know how I do that, painted them up. But they call this the turbo timber because you can see these little fake exhaust stacks here. This kind of a plane, if it were a real plane, that means it would have a jet engine here in the front that is geared to a gearbox, which drives the propeller, which drives the plane. So they call it a turbo timber. I've dressed it up a little bit. I got these wiggly eyes. They call them wiggly eyes. I got these at the hobby store over near the mall where I live here. It's not Horizon Hobby. I forget this every time. Hobby Lobby. I got these at Hobby Lobby, and they have a whole bunch of them. They are anywhere from 2 inches in diameter. They go in 3 millimeter increments. So I stuck them on there. Thought I couldn't help it since it has a translucent canopy. Stuck them on there, give a little personality. You know, I like master air screw props, so this I put a sticker. I found a sticker, it goes on there, it's black. Shows up pretty good, although this is not a master air screw prop. I probably won't have any reason to put a master air screw prop on here if this prop flies as well as I suspect it will. This plane also has underneath here has one of the most robust prop adapters I've ever seen. It's a little bit larger in diameter, and this spinner fits straight on the end of it. It's got a bigger nut, bigger in diameter threads, so this is really a robust setup, and I think it'll be just fine. I got her plugged in. As you can see from the front, it comes with these pretty awesome landing lights in the front. Well, that should certainly help you if you fly at night or in the morning, a little fog conditions. Help it show up, be easy to see. On the side, it does have these marker lights, blinkers. As you go around it, it has beacon lights, one on the top, and it has one on the bottom also down here that blink. Same thing on the other wing. It has blinker lights on the right wing. Of course, it's green because the right side is green, international markings and colors on the right end of the wing. So this wing is the same size as the Maule, which is 1.5 meters. But when you get into the instruction booklet, there's a misprint. Down here it says it's only 47.5, 1,200 meters. That's not true. I checked it with the tape. It is 60 inches or 1,500 meters. So E-flite usually has a very good build manual, and this one was not any exception, but they have a misprint in the dimensions of the plane. The plane will run on both 3 cells and 4 cells, and it has a specially wound size 10 motor, they call it. It's an 800 kV motor, and unlike the Maule, I'll flip it over and show you. Well, let me just get rid of these lights. It runs real smooth. Don't do this at home. Try this at home. We'll just turn it on briefly, just show you how smooth it runs. Got that prop. These 3-bladed props are kind of hard to balance, but I think I got this one pretty well set up, pretty well balanced. It's the same prop that goes on a Sirius airplane. If you have one of those, which is 11, although there says it's 11.73, this is supposedly 11 by 7.5 three-bladed prop. So I don't know if that another 0.5 difference in pitch would mean much when you're flying it or not, but you can use either prop you want. On the bottom, you can see it has a nice reticulating landing gear. And these wheels, these are 4-inch soft foam wheels. I've been using these wheels for a number of years. I bought a set. I fell in love with them when the Timbers first come out. I bought them. I put them on my Sport Cub S2. You've seen that plane. They look ridiculous. They're so big on there, but this is pretty good. This is metal landing gears. It should take a pretty good beating on landing. So, but the only thing I don't like about it is this distance right here is only 11 inches wide. On the Maule, I measured it, it's 16 inches wide. So when you land this airplane, this plane, if you rock it at all, you might dig in one of these little curved wingtips out here, which they must expect that because they put a piece of hard plastic on there to protect it. So this is the battery hatch on the bottom. It's a push button kind of a thing. Pop her open, there's your battery. There's not much room in here. That is a 3-cell, 2200 milliamp battery. Now, they say it will take 4 cells, and I've got one in there, but let me tell you, I had to scrape away, cut away some of this foam down inside to get my Turby batteries to fit in there, but it will fit. It has good markings on the bottom. You can see this black and white should be on each wing. Should be easy to maintain your orientation. One thing I do like about it, if you note this wing, this is the aileron servo. This is the aileron. You notice there's no wire connecting. It's all internal. Same way over here. This is the flap servo. So they got some hinges here that allow it to extend more. But I like the cleanliness of it. Excuse me. So that's pretty neat. Let's see, what else is important about this? Oh, it comes with floats. And just like the Maule, with 2 floats, and but except that the floats are different than the Maule. So why they're different, I don't know. I would think it's the same size airplane. They would use the same floats on both planes. But neither of the floats, or the Maule, on the Maule, or this one, are, in my opinion, really up to snuff. Here's a picture. Oh, I guess I put it away. I put the float away. But anyway, on the float for this airplane, it comes with those fishing line. It has a fishing line steering mechanism. But it does have a spring-loaded rudder, which will kick up when you run it up on shore. But it does not have, like the Maule, has a hard plastic bottom to it on the chine, so it won't tear up the bottom of the float. So what they need to do, use the same float, put the hard plastic chine on the bottom, and like this plane, they need a rudder on both floats, which this plane has, but they need to be electric, waterproof electric servos. Like the Maule has it, but it only has it on one. So you'd think they could make an improvement there. Anyway, that's the Turbo Timber. One other thing I don't really like about this plane so far is you'll notice, like the Maule has big wing struts. They go from here to here to brace the wing, both in tension and in compression. This plane would do well. I don't think this will take much. That wing will probably split right off once you auger in. So anyway, that's the Turbo Timber. I haven't flown her. I'm still waiting on some parts. I've got the gyro in there, but I'm waiting on a receiver. The 8-channel receivers from FlySky seem to be hard to come by, but I got a couple coming, so I bought an extra one, so I have a spare, and we'll see what she does. I get out and get her flying. I'll probably give you some flight footage. So I thought I'd give you this little overview today. I hope you like it, and I recommend it if you're looking for another plane. Oh, I did get a great deal on this one. This plane, the reason I bought it, it was on sale. I got this plane for $204 because it was on sale, and then they had another, I don't know, coupon kind of a deal. which is unusual for E-flite, but have a sale and a coupon. When you apply both of those to the online purchase and free shipping, it was $204 right from E-flite to my door. So you can't beat it. You know, an airplane with floats, super stall, airplane, all these advantages. I think that's a super deal. So if you're looking for another airplane, you better get it while the deal's still on. So anyway, that's all for now. Fly safely out here.